my name's Andrew. Welcome to Consult the Blind Guy. In today's episode, we are covering Leda Day 26. And if you're new here and you're not sure what Leda is, it is live every day in August, and then it is also done in April. And I originally planned on going live here and doing it every day for the challenge and found out that that's actually not the case. It's supposed to be done in a private group, but man of my word, and I will be here every day. And I've got a question for you. Have you ever had a low vision day or a migraine headache because you have a vision impairment? I'm curious. Let me know in the chat or in the comments below.
Disappointed by reality, trying to come back, start something new, build up yourself, it's all to you. Stay strong no matter what they say, you keep getting better every day. Hold your head up, never gonna stop, fierce and proud, stand up and shout. Stand my ground.
Hey there, as I said, my name is Andrew and welcome to Consult the Blind Guy. In today's episode, we're covering a wonderful mission, which is creating engagement questions to engage with your audience, whether you're here in the live or whether you're watching the replay. And our mission for today is pretty much a simple one, but I've got a migraine headache from my eyes. That's why I asked that first open-end question. But now we'll get to the mission. Mission: create your go-to engagement list. 3 to 5 questions you can ask your audience to create engagement. Remember to mix in closed and open questions and mix in on-topic ones with random fun ones as well. And that's why I opened with that open-end question. As I said, I have one hell of a migraine headache today, and my eyes are really screwing with me to the point that I had to actually medicate for the first time in the last 3 weeks before I came on camera. So I'm sorry if I seem like I'm a little bit low energy. I don't mean to appear that way, but my head is literally like pounding, like somebody's got a jackhammer in my head, screwing with my eyes. And it's not fun. This is one of the worst headaches I've actually had in quite a while. So bear with me. I'm going to do my best to engage with you and do my mission for the day, as well as open this up to and ask me anything so we can hopefully make it for the whole hour, because I don't feel like dipping out on everybody. Dr. Elo, hey cuz, thank you for joining us, greatly appreciated. Hey Sammy, how you doing, brother? Thank you for joining us as well. Oh, that's crappy, Dr. Elo. That's shitty. And thank you for answering that. Nice, Sammy. Thanks, brother. Your cats are awesome. Hey, Michael. What's going on, brother? Thank you for coming and chilling out with us for the show today. Oh, thank you, Kim. It's greatly appreciated. Hopefully the rest of the day will be a mild one. I'm hoping, because this whole area and then behind my ears is like somebody's just drilling me like majorly. So it's one of them fun days. You ever have these kind of fun days? Oh, thank you, Efron. Greatly appreciate it, cousin. I hope you're having a good day. I enjoyed watching you yesterday on the challenge. And thank you again for participating here yesterday as well as in the leader group yesterday for our questionnaire. Because uh, not that many of you here may know, Dr. Elo is actually one of my cousins that we discovered the other day in the Leda challenge. In fact, he's one of two of my distant cousins that I've found in that challenge, which is freaking amazing. Not only has Lita helped me to become better on camera and to be able to confidently come on camera, but they've helped me with therapy sessions. And then I discovered that I actually had two relatives within the group as well. So that was awesome. Um, Now I'm curious, out of those of you here in the live, or if you're watching this in replay, have you ever had the thought of going live here on YouTube or on a different platform? Let me know, yes or no. And the reason I ask this question is because I have an idea for a possible way to help everybody with some of these things that we've been talking about the past few days. And I was actually talking to a good friend this morning about a possibility for something I could do for the community to be able to help with live streaming. Hey, Sister Sue. Hope you're having a good morning, and thanks for the quick chat that we had for a couple minutes before I handed you over. uh, Sue says she needs to do a live video on Instagram. I'm on the schedule for a coach collective in a few weeks. Awesome. Well, I will definitely see about figuring out how to help you on that, Sister Sue. Hey, Jess Sampson, bruh, how's it going? I'm having a wonderful low vision migraine day, so I'm doing my best to survive without like going stir crazy. And as I said a moment ago, I actually had to medicate for the first time in 3 weeks before I came on camera, and I prefer not to because, well, I just feel kind of like it's more respectful not to. But now you get to see another side of me that usually people don't get to see. Not only am I in pain, but I had to medicate. So it's one of them wonderful days. You get to see the other side of Andy. Just creeping. You're always just creeping, Samson. Uh, hey, Michael. Thank you for joining, brother. I'm actually gonna be hitting you up, Mike. I got a couple questions that I want to run by you in Slack. Um, I was thinking about something yesterday besides my own website. I had another possibility for an idea that I'd like to run by you. Um, Sorry, every time you see me looking down, I'm looking at the chat so I can engage with you because it's easier for me to pull this up and see it rather than leaning forward and making the audio sound like crap to where you can't hear me hardly. So I am actually working on making a solution so I don't have to sit here and keep looking down, hopefully. Um, Last two comments. The last comment I see from you, Kim, is that you were sorry I was having a migraine today. If there were links, you have to be a moderator to do that. Just in case I was, because I'm not seeing them here. Hey, Divided by Sight, thank you for joining us. It's one of them wonderful days, Lauren. Well, I know you know, because having RP like me, it's one of them wonderful migraine, headache, low vision days. So it's a fun one. Oh, well, I have you all here because I have been talking about the whole situation with Patreon and the other platforms like that. I was actually talking to Karma this morning. Well, I asked a couple questions, really, and he answered them. But he had explained to me that he don't even recommend PayPal because of the way that they do business, and he recommended Stripe because he had an incident where when he was using PayPal, they actually flagged his account and held his money for a few months that he had to fight for to be able to get. And if he, with a business, is going to have that kind of issue within the first couple months of using it, I can foresee me having issues already because of the way I wish to use my PayPal. And I am going to be looking into Stripe after today's stream. Or I'm not really going to look at it. I'm going to have my computer do all the damn work because I'm going to turn on my screen reader so I can just sit here and look off in the la la land practically and save my eyes extra pain. And I'm curious if any of you have ever experienced anything like that with PayPal, to where whether it was a friend or whether it was a business that sent you money or whatever, and you had your money frozen by PayPal. Because that to me seems like some kind of shady thing to do for somebody when you already have all their information there for a business and you know what they plan on using it for. Seems like they shouldn't be able to hold your money hostage and make you fight for it. Just curious if any of you have ever had any kind of experiences like that, because when I heard that this morning, it kind of tripped me out because that was at the point the only viable option I seen for a possibility for me to even have a side income to monetize this channel. Because if I can't use PayPal, and I have, like I said, I have to look at Stripe because I thoroughly go through their terms of service and use. If I can't use PayPal and there's the possibility of Stripe, and if it comes down to the fact that I can't use that either, I don't know how I would be able to monetize in any fashion at this point, because I have Teespring and I already have $10 of earnings there, but I am not withdrawing it until I make a few bucks because I don't see any point in it. And I had intended for it to go to PayPal, that way I could just have it there and I'd be able to use it for more important things like paying for my channel memberships here on YouTube, or being able to get more equipment to better improve on the quality of the content here, whether it's live or whether it's recorded. And now it's really iffy to me of whether or not I'll even be able to do something like that. Now, thankfully, Sister Sue, who is here watching us live, has recommended a suggestion to me of using the Amazon wish list, which I will be doing, which is greatly appreciated for the idea because at least at that point, there is some way that I could actually be able to possibly improve on the quality of content, because that's my thing. Is I'm not trying to make money and get rich or anything like that. If I ever get to that point, that's a byproduct and a bonus. Whole goal is to be able to help everybody as best I can and as cheaply or free as I can, and be able to give back to our community. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to do things to try and make money, but I am going to try to keep it at a fair rate because I know, especially in the blind and visually impaired community, we're all on disability or low income. So I know everybody cannot afford a lot because I can't afford a lot. And then I know we have some sighted in the community as well, but I don't want them to feel like they're any less important as anybody else, and I don't want anybody to feel like they are required to donate or contribute anything to me for being here on this channel. Interesting. Thank you for answering on that, Michael. Because when he said that this morning, I like got really nervous because I went through their policy the other day and was looking at it because the instant any of us on disability, or especially SSI, the instant that we make any, and I mean any money, even if it's 1 cent, the government will take that 1 cent out of our benefits. And then if you make any money in general, you put it in your bank account, they see that as earned income or as an asset, and they will seize that money because you're required to report within 10 days of any money that you make. It's no different than if we were to move or anything like that. You must report that within 10 days or face penalties, which can be fines as well as loss of the money, seizure of your property, or imprisonment. And I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. And as everybody knows, because of what we talk about in Slack as well as on the income stream with Pat, you all know I am doing my best to start a business from scratch and grow my own brand, as well as help everybody here in this community to be able to grow your channel, build your brand, and help educate the sighted about the blind and visually impaired. Nice how I worked that little value proposition there in, didn't it? I think I did pretty good on that one. Forgive me. Trying to remember everything that I've learned over the past 3 weeks that I should be implementing and how I should be implementing. So here in the future, I can provide that better content with that subliminal messaging in there, even though it's not really subliminal. But, you know, trying to get it so that my show flow and everything can go together as professional as possible. I know perfect is the enemy of good, and I don't want perfect, but I do want good. So I'm going to do my best to experiment over the next few weeks during these live streams because I will be continuing. We end the challenge on the 31st, and that will be the end of the daily live stream. But I would love your input. How often do you think I should live stream? Would you prefer to see me maybe twice a week, once a week, or how do you think I should do it? Because I enjoy live streaming because we have a connection here. We can all chat and discuss things, even if it's uh, all of us that are in the blind community or if it's our blind and sighted community together, because I have noticed everybody engaging with each other as well, and I greatly appreciate that. Awesome. Thank you, Michael. Greatly appreciate the input on Stripe. That saves me a little bit of reading. um, okay. Now I have another question. Have you, in the last 3 weeks, noticed any kind of improvement in the quality of these live streams? And don't feel like I'm going to be like hurt or upset or anything with your answers, because all criticism and feedback is welcomed. The more feedback and info I can get from you to be able to improve, the better I can make all the content for everyone. Yeah, I know you usually engage others in other ways. If I could go back to doing it that way, I would love to, but you know. Awesome. Thank you, Elo. Greatly appreciated, cousin. Cuz I've been so freaking paranoid about everything that we've learned these last few weeks about being our authentic you and giving that confidence on screen, plus having to give that extra boost of energy because of the distance between me and the camera and your watching device, whether it's your phone or your computer or your TV. That distance between us is still energy that is lost. And that was one of the exercises that we were supposed to be doing yesterday, which I think actually worked out pretty good considering we were here for almost a full 2.5 hours yesterday, which, as everybody knows, I try to keep as close to an hour as possible because, well, my previous streams were like 3, 4, 5 hours long. Divided by Sight can confirm this because it was us doing it. And it's funny because yesterday I even felt like it was still only an hour, hour and a half when we ended the live stream. And then once I seen the time afterwards, it's like, wow, really? Ow. It didn't seem like it was that long. Gotta love arthritis and popping your knuckles, but that it hurt, but it felt good. It's good hurt. Better than this hurt. You definitely seem more of a natural at this than ever. Oh, well, thank you, Michael. Greatly appreciated. I, I guess that would be because of the last, it's end of August, so the last 7 months of between the few live streams and trying to get out daily footage, because I was trying to get my content up as quick as possible. So I went from a couple quick videos into a daily upload schedule, and then I changed over to a weekly upload schedule because of doing this challenge, which means I now have approximately 4 weeks to get more batch content done to be able to schedule out and be able to have that little micro break in between getting content done, because I'm trying to stick to that schedule, but I'm also trying to be on all the different platforms that I operate, which is making me spread a little thin because there's a lot of things I still want to do. But while I'm trying to manage all the YouTube and Facebook groups and pages, I also have other things in life to do as well for getting my artwork done and things like that to be able to possibly sell it, as well as traditional things I have to do as well. And that's kind of got me spread out a little bit. So I'm trying to figure out a new schedule for myself to be able to better create content and manage things and possibly create a team so I don't have to do everything solely alone. Which I am thankful for those of you who are here that are moderators. It is greatly appreciated that you volunteered to help me monitor the chat in case of trolls or anything, which is definitely something I would prefer to avoid, but I'm not so worried, and I'm thankful that you're here helping me so I don't have to worry about doing it myself right away. Okay, I'm not seeing any new chat. Um, do any of you have any questions for me? I'd be more than happy to answer. Doesn't matter whether it's business related, personal, you can ask anything. Give me a sip of coffee a minute. Mm, gotta love the coffee. I, I, how many days are you on now, Michael? Isn't it like 9 or 10 days without coffee? I don't, I can't do it. I just can't. I, I was so die without my coffee. No. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. I can't do it, man. You got some cojones right there, because I can't do it. 10 days, 10 days without my Joe is like, yeah, not gonna happen. Which probably should happen eventually, or at least occasional like cut down or something. But yeah, 10 days without any is just, I think that's impossible for me. Yeah. Now, why did you do why are you doing a month without coffee? I'm curious. Is this like some kind of challenge for yourself, or from a friend or something? Or are you just doing an experiment to see how your body reacts? Because yeah, 30 days with no coffee, I would definitely be chugging it by the pot full. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It'd be like beer mug, hell, just give me the whole damn thing. Need a keg of coffee. Whew. Oh man. Yeah, I wouldn't. I can only imagine the headache that I have today would be like tenfold if I didn't have my coffee. Oh, you're cutting sugar. He's cutting coffee. I'm working on quitting smoking. Ain't we batting a fucking 100? That's hilarious. Because that right there is two things that I've been told by my doctors I'm supposed to do a few years ago, but I can't. I just can't. I like my coffee, and that's the only way I get my sugar. So no, caffeine and sugar all in one. I can't give that up. Oh, you didn't have to edit, Samson. I knew exactly what you were saying. I can trust me, man. I know people that can't spell for shit. So it's easy for me to figure out what people are saying. I'm one of those that has that special brain that can read upside down and backwards and jumbled around. Yeah, I'm choosing not to. That is correct. I'm choosing not to give up my coffee and my sugar because no, it's not gonna happen. Hell, we went grocery shopping a couple weeks ago and they had junk food on sale, and I got some, and I've only managed to eat like four pieces of a Rolo and one Hershey bar. Goes to show that I get more sugar right here than anywhere, which is probably the worst part. Hey, I know how that feels. Yep, I totally know how that feels, Samson. Uh huh. Getting all the sugar just Samson is giving up. Made 4 dozen cookies, peanut butter. Oh, Michael, I'm jealous. Yeah, I'm jealous. Hey, Leah, how are you doing this afternoon? You guys are gonna switch next month. Now that's funny. Um, yeah, I'm gonna message you later too because of what you were saying yesterday about uh food security and everything in our relations. I would like to figure out a way that I might be able to contribute to helping out our relatives. So I'll definitely be hitting you up on Facebook in a little while because when you made that statement last night, that kind of upset me. Not at you, but at the situation that the relatives are in. And as a hereditary Ogama, I feel it's my responsibility to do something to at least help our relations because that upset me to no end. Because it's it's pretty sad how the government screws everybody that they're supposed to be representing and taking care of and ensuring that they're able to survive, and they're not. But I don't want to touch on politics. I think I've done that enough the last few days already and in the last couple weeks. And if you're one of my friends on Facebook, you already know how the hell I feel on all this stuff that's going on. Because, yeah, it's not like I really hide anything anywhere anyway. I definitely have not hidden my hate for a certain person in office. Oh, you like raw organic sugar. I know exactly what you're talking about. I love that sugar. Yeah, I know. And that's the sad part, Michael, because they think it might keep them in line, but it's not really keeping them in line. It's pissing them off to the point where it's going to cause more issues. And when you cause more issues, that gives military more reason to move in, which violates our rights. And I can go on for hours on that. And I really don't think you guys want me to go on one of them rants again, or at least not right now, because everybody knows I am quite good and fond at doing that. Uh, in fact, Kim can actually confirm I was sharing memories on Facebook, and I'm sure those of you who have Facebook know what I'm talking about with Facebook double standards, because not one post that I shared from my memories from the last year to 9 years ago violated Facebook standards, because every one of them that they deem that has violated their standards, they just remove it. It says it's not available, even though I'm the one that originally posted it. But yesterday they decided that because I shared some of my memories, that when I got down to the last two posts for my memories, is that I could no longer post, and I got put into Facebook jail. So now I can only private message, post on my wall, and thankfully post into my groups certain things. Otherwise, it gets removed for review. But I don't care, because as I've stated here and as I've stated there 1,000 times, the only way you can shut me up is to kill me. Just saying. And you better have a damn army coming with you, because this one Marine will take your ass on any day of the week. Just saying. They didn't call me the hard charger for nothing. I'll hold my own. Just 'cause I can't see well don't mean shit. Rant over, 'cause that's a mild one. Just saying. I know Samson can verify that one, 'cause yeah. We have some bad tempers when it comes down to us jarheads sometimes. And I don't really want to bring that there part of me out, 'cause it wouldn't be good. At least, not in my opinion. Yep. Oh, well, you've seen my post, Kim, and what my idea is. I went and looked at that parlor one, and I was reading through their community guidelines and terms of use, and for a company that says that they're all about preserving the First Amendment, they still have a lot of talk in there about violating the First Amendment, which irritates the living hell out of me, that a private company is going to state out in the open in community guidelines as well as in their terms of use, and it makes no sense. We're going to make you solely take care of your thing and report the pages that you don't want to see and block, but yet we're going to state in the same sentence that we entirely support the First Amendment to free speech. And then if you go into the other policies, they state the same thing, and then they contradict themselves, but yet again in the very same paragraph. All right, brother. Don't have too much fun. Um, but yeah, I highly hate that companies will sit there and do stupid things like that. How can you state that you're going to allow something and then completely contradict yourself in the same statement? It makes no sense. In fact, that is what I'm going to be asking you about, Michael, in our Slack community. I'll be sending you a DM because I have a question about something I might want to do, and I figured I would run it by you because of you being the web designer and IT guy. So I figured I'd ask you because you have experience in that their field, and I'd like to pick your brain on what my idea is and if it's plausible or how difficult you think it would be, because you're one of the only people I know that I would be able to run this idea by in the group as a web designer in information tech, because I know you do a little bit of that. I know Karma and a few other people have made their own websites, but I know you've worked on a vast amount of them. So I'll be DMing you, brother. Yes, yes, controlled tempers. That, yeah, yep, yep. Hey, Danny McKenna, how are you doing, brother? You enjoying the weather over there? Okay, let's see here. Nice. I thought you had mentioned that in Pat's channel before as well as on Slack, but I knew you got into doing that stuff, so I figured it'd be the best person to ask would be you. Okay, we're getting close to the top of the hour, so if anybody has any questions, feel free to drop them into the comments, or if you're watching this on the replay, you can drop them down there too, and I will get back to it as soon as I see it. I have noticed that YouTube has been a little bit slow on some of their notifications lately, like live streams and posts on community tabs and things like that. So I'll do my best to get to it as soon as possible. Yeah, Danny, it's one of them wonderful migraine low vision days. So I'm surprised that I actually have been able to make it through the whole stream without cutting out early, but I don't want to do that. Oh, you getting storms over there again, are you? We were supposed these hurricanes coming in made it so that our meteorologist said we were going to get all kinds of storms and crap, and we haven't got crap. It misted for a little bit, just enough to make it so that the ground was wet, and that was it. And then it's been hot ever since. And I want it to be comfy out. I'm tired of being all sweaty and hot because there's no rain, no shade. Um, Question. For those of you who are in the VIP community, would you prefer that I do a video of the answers from the questionnaire yesterday? Or would you like me to post the questions with the responses that I received yesterday? A couple of them did tell me that they didn't care if I used their names or not, but I figured I would just share the answers rather than names, just to be respectful to everybody that did contribute. And I would love your input on whether you would like me to do them here in a live stream, in a video, or in a post on our Facebook group. Because and I can determine which way I'm going to proceed because there's a lot of answers. And when I mean a lot, I mean a lot. Because I thought we had engagement here yesterday to where we went 2.5 hours because of both sides of the community participating. Yesterday in Leda, mm, the whole group is pretty much well sighted compared to our community. So we had quite a good bit of engagement there to where I went for another hour and a half on Facebook yesterday. So I had a whole 4 hours of live streaming. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? Greatly appreciate you coming in and supporting the channel, brother. Hope you're having a good day. Do a video or live stream about the what the site is. All right, thank you, Kim. I'm starting to feel a bit of thunder and lightning. That's all, but seems like summer has gone now. Oh man, that that kind of sucks because summer is like still in full effect here to where it's like wow. They said it was going to cool down and then they turned right around and changed it the next day that we were going to have 90 to 105 temperatures. And it's like, really? Why? And then they started blaming it on the hurricanes coming in, and it's like, okay, I can understand hurricanes coming in the south, cold air coming from Canada. We're going to get sandwiched in the middle. That means we should have the comfy cold, not this like ungodly hot. I almost feel like I'm back out in California, staying out in that sun for a couple minutes. Because California and Arizona, I think, are some of the most hottest places that I've been yet. I could say Texas, but it was nice and dark out when I was there, so it was freaking cold. Yeah. Oh, I don't like that, man. Them temperatures up in them hundreds like that kills me. Freaking being in dress blues out in them temperatures, you would think I'd be like acclimated to it, but I haven't had to do it in so long now. I overheat way too quick. Oh, let's make sure I didn't miss any chats. Don't think so. Alright. Alright, we only got a few more minutes, so if you have any last minute questions, please feel free to drop them into the chat, or if you're watching in the replay, drop them down below, and I will be more than happy to answer anything for you. Get ready for this here little spiel at the end. Um, I think based on Kim saying do a video or a live stream, maybe I will copy the answers tonight into a note, and I will do it during the live stream tomorrow. And well, maybe I want to see what the challenge is going to be for tomorrow, because we've only got a few more days left, and these last few tasks have gotten a little bit more difficult to figure out for me. So hopefully it will be a little bit easier, but not so likely, because it seems like they're trying to increase the difficulty each day on us this last week. And you all know me, I gotta do my best to overachieve. You had a heat wave the other week. Well, at least it was the other week instead of this week, right, Danny? Yes, Greg, I will be continuing to live stream, but I will not be doing a daily live stream like this month. That was actually one of the questions I had for our community is, how often would you like to see me live stream? Would you like me to pick one day out of the week, or maybe on the weekend? Or would you prefer having me here a couple times a week? And what times are best for you? Because I know some of you live stream as well, and I don't want to cross our streams if at all possible, because I know we have some of the shared community when it comes down to being in the VIP network that we have. And I know that some of us have been in the last couple weeks overlapped a little bit on streams, and I would prefer after this month that if I do live stream that it coincides to where I could probably be watching yours or participating in a collaboration or something to that effect before I go to mine or go on to the next one. Because I do have a lot of people within our VIP community that I watch, as well as in the sighted community that I watch, to be able to get further knowledge and be able to give you that knowledge in return. uh, well, that's nice to know, Kim. What time is it over there, Danny? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, is follow the leader. That way we can go from one stream to the next stream to the next stream, like we were kind of doing with Matt for Blind to Billionaire. Because it seemed like that's what we were doing for the longest time, is we'd go from Matt, then we'd go to the next stream, and then we'd go to the next stream. Which Have you noticed that we haven't had a live stream in the last couple months with them guys? Or at least I haven't gotten a notification for one anyway. I see the videos every day, but what the hell, man? Matt, Corey, I know you occasionally pop in here too, so um, what's the deal with no live streams? I'll hit you up, Greg, and we could talk about you doing your live streams, and maybe I can help you out with stuff. But that I think would be awesome if we could get the community to do like we were doing before and be able to bounce back and forth between live stream to live stream to live stream, or have collaborations like I was saying, because I know there's a couple of us that are already in talks and figuring out schedules and things like that. So it ought to be fun. Um, we actually have the 31st will be the last official day of the challenge, and then on the 2nd is our wrap up conference party, and then it'll be back to me being on my own schedule. Not that I haven't been on my own schedule really now, but I've been trying to keep up in the group with returning that encouragement and support that the Leda fam has been giving me, and watching their streams and replays and giving that feedback and everything else that I can. Okay, no new chat. Um, I really enjoy listening to stories and learning about all the different types of conditions. Yep, I totally agree on that, Danny. I'm the same way, because that's one of the things I hope to do here with our community, is to have more of them on. That way they can share their story and we can get them out to more viewers and possibly subscribers, and help them grow their channel and share their story, and educate people on the different struggles that go along with it and everything else, because each of us has a different eye condition that creates our vision impairment or our blindness. 8 p.m. Holy cow, you're 5 hours ahead. That's just wow. Hey, Blind Lounge is in the house. What's going on? I was just getting ready to hop out here in a minute, but seeing how you're here, I would love to chat with you in a little bit on Facebook if possible, about having some of the group members on for a panel discussion like you were doing with Leah not too long ago, because I enjoy seeing everybody. We were having such a deep conversation and laughing our asses off so much the other day. I can't thank you guys enough for that. It was awesome. Yeah, Danny, I kind of understand not watching any of theirs for a while. Um, Everything's always been about the stimulus, it seems like, which I know a lot of people don't want to see the daily updates, and then there's are a lot of them who do because he's got so many followers. So I can totally understand that. Awesome. I'll definitely send you a message on Facebook here in a little bit. Oh, what happened? Well, you can hit me up on Facebook too if you want to, Danny. It all depends on you. Same here, Blind Lounge. Same here. That's the one thing I actually love is prior to me creating this channel, I did not know we had such a large community of creators here. I was on since day one of YouTube, and I always thought from then till earlier this year that I was the only blind guy on YouTube. And then I came across a Casey Neistat video that had Molly on it, and then it's like, oh wow, really? We have blind creators on YouTube. So I started doing a search again to find out that we have quite a large community of blind creators here on YouTube. So it's been awesome to be able to interact and meet everybody over the last few months and getting to know each other and collaborating and everything. It's been awesome because for the longest time I did not know that we had such a large community here. Yeah, that's what I was wondering myself, Blind Lounges. I'm not sure what Danny's referring to, but as for me, today I was doing the Leda challenge missions, which was to create engagement questions to be able to interact further with our community, which I think I did pretty good on. Even though I have a migraine headache today, thanks to my eyes, but I'm managing. If I can't come on because of a headache, then I probably ain't meant to be on here in doing something like this for a possible career. So that's why I still came on live instead of calling it off because I wanted to be able to interact with the community and at least get my stream done for the day that I promised I would do. Man of my word, I'm not. I could get my finger cut off or something like that, and I'd still be here. You just have to watch me sit here and bleed all over myself, is all. Hopefully, you're not squeamish, but. I believe that very accessible was a list of blind YouTuber channels on here. Really, I'll have to check that out. Oh, thank you, brother. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, that's one of them wonderful things for our community. Overwork your eyes and strain them and everything to do things, and you pay the price for it later, which it nothing I can't handle. Been dealing with it all my life, so it's just another day. It's just a little bit different being on camera while it happens. But yeah, I've got. Let's see, today's 26th. We've got 5 more days of daily live streams. That means 5 more missions. 5 more missions. Wow. This month is like freaking flown by. I'm telling you. It doesn't seem like that it's gone already. 3 weeks is just gone. How in the hell did that happen? I know they say time flies when you're having fun, but this is like the ultimate, like, time has flown by. 2 daily live streams, once here on the YouTube and multi stream network to Facebook and now Twitter and Twitch. But to live stream here and then to live stream on Facebook and watch all the videos, it's just amazing how quick his time has flown already this month. How do you find me on Facebook? Danny, if you go to the search and look for Consult the Blind Guy Hangout group, we have our group there. And I do believe you've got me on the Facebook page, don't you? I thought you did anyway. I'll have to look. Could have swore we had you on there, though. Lots of us blindies on YouTube. Nice, Greg. Hey, think I've seen all the comments now. But yep, 5 more days, unknown topics. So I think it ought to be interesting because I get to go live stream one more time after this into Facebook for the challenge. And then it's officially only 5 more challenges to go. But I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do in the Facebook group today because I kind of winged it for our questions today just to see if I could come up with something on the fly. And I think I'm probably going to do the same thing in Leda just to be able to say I accomplished my mission today because this migraine has not been helping me for thinking wise at all. It seems like every time I try to focus on something, my head just starts thumping even harder. But I don't want to keep you all here all day long, and we are over the hour just a little bit. So I do want to thank you all again for joining me here today. It is greatly appreciated. The the chat yesterday and chatting again today and everybody's posts on Facebook have been awesome. I can't thank you all enough for being here and being a part of the community because it's you that I am here for, not for me. Because I hope that by giving you the value of helping you create your channel and your own brand, we can all become successful in being independent and free to do what we want for our own goals and dreams rather than being stuck at home, bored out of our minds, and hating the fact that we're on disability. And I think that that has been a good topic to help with our community is to explain different ways that we can become more independent, especially financially. That way we are free to do what we want rather than being restricted by the government and unable to do a damn thing. Which sucks entirely all the way around, no matter how you look at it, really, or at least in my opinion. But I am thankful that we can have these discussions and share our own experiences to hopefully be able to help each other to get through these struggles and situations, as well as to help our sighted community members see that there are people out there who are visually impaired and capable of doing things, unlike the misconceptions and stereotypes that we all deal with on a daily basis. And thank you to the sighted community members who are here supporting me as well as our community. It is greatly appreciated, and I cannot thank you all enough for joining us and interacting with all of us, because it's not too often that we have people out in society who are actually willing to listen to things like this when it comes down to learning about our disabilities and giving us that equality that we don't always get in our own communities. Uh, nice. I will have to check that out. Uh, you keep showing up in my friend's recommendations. Oh, my God. What's going on? I was just I was just getting ready to go here in a second, because I am uh, about 15 minutes over my hour that I usually like to do, actually. But it is nice to see you here. If you available a little bit earlier tomorrow, I'll be live again, and I've got 5 more days of daily live streams before the Leda challenge is done. And then I will be on a new schedule. That way, hopefully, we'll be able to bounce between each other's live streams, kind of like Follow the Leader, as mentioned earlier. Yeah, I'm sure, Danny. I know there's a lot of us in our community who do. That is for sure. But I do want to thank you all again for joining me today. It is greatly appreciated. I cannot thank you all enough for joining me and supporting the channel and interacting with each other. It is greatly appreciated. But I do want to let you all go. That way you can get your stuff done for today, and I still have to go on to Facebook and complete my challenge for the day. Yay, oh yay, oh yay. Get this one done, and maybe I can relax my eyes for a few minutes. Hopefully, get this damn migraine to go away. It would be nice, or at least attempt to anyway. But I do want to thank you all again for joining me. Um, have my wonderful little spiel here to close us out with real quick. If you have anything that you're struggling with or anything you need help with, you can feel free to hit me up here in the comments or on Facebook on my page or on the Facebook group, and we will be able to help you out there. If you do have any questions in the replay, would you please put question in all caps? That way it's easier for me to see that you do have a question. If you are watching this in the replay, don't forget to use hashtag Team Replay. That way we know that you got to see this and you were on the replay fam with the rest of them. And if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can stay updated on the latest videos, live streams, and more. I do want to thank you all again for joining me here in the live. It is greatly appreciated. And I will see you all tomorrow at the same time, 2 o'clock Eastern, 11 o'clock Pacific. I hope everybody has a wonderful day and stays safe and try not to overheat or freeze depending on where you are in the world, because I know a couple of you are in the north and it's been getting chilly there. But I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you have a good one. Peace out.